Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are playing some Vibe Check tonight. Oh, just to tell you who we are. I'm all off. It's been a day. We are the Lost Caravan RPG. We do one-shots, miniseries, and long-running campaigns. If TTRPGs, you pretty much do it all. Nailed it. Tonight, we're playing some Vibe Check, a game that we kind of follow the rules. Kind of, sorta. But I think that also describes a lot of games we play. Theme there. Anyways, before we get into it, we do have just a few announcements to go through. The first being that we have two sponsors for tonight's game, that is HeroForge.com and Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound is what we use for all of our royalty-free sounds and sound effects. Much like this one I am about to play for you now. Oh, it's just super quiet. There we go. Not too loud. There we go. Yeah, you can use either of our links there in chat to go get cool stuff and support us. Also, hello, I'm gonna mispronounce your name. Gore Big? Welcome. If I mispronounce that, let me know. Other than that, if you miss any of our streams, you can find them on our YouTube channel, which is just Lost Caravan RPG at YouTube. And you can also get cool stuff like shirts and coffee cups and whatnot at our website, lostcaravanrpg.com. You can also check out the team behind the scenes and the community that supports us there. Oh. Also, final note, our casting call for next month is still open for another 2 days. If you want to come roll some dice with us, you can go fill that out. You can find that on our Twitter at Lost Caravan RPG or in our Discord, link below that big old button that says Discord. Either way, come hang out. We'd love to have you. Alright. With that, I am going to pass it over to the lovely cast and crew that we have in front of us so they can tell you who they are and who they're playing tonight. We'll go clockwise, starting from me. Wow! Ooh, it's
That's
day.
the kind of night we're gonna have.
Ooh, boy. Everyone make death saving throws. We're just gonna...
Alright, let's get this party started.
we're gonna go
The natural one.
clockwise, starting
15.
from me. Which means we're starting with Dido.
Hello, I'm Dido. Tonight I am playing Bulba, the Hidden, who has not been very hidden because she was plastered all over the televisions doing mass amounts of damage.
Fair enough.
So maybe tonight, maybe there won't be as much damage dealing. We'll see.
Maybe there'll be more running. As all of them look at me with the, you thought, look. I saw that.
So do you spell run F-I-G-H-T?
Yes.
Okay. I thought we were on the same page.
Brings us over to Justin.
Hey everybody, I'm Tensei. I will be playing Andrew Ender Cortez the Loud, a former businessman who lost his dreams, and it's been fun. It's been fun playing a guy who can cut loose for the first time in his life.
Burn down the establishment. As you do. But that brings us over to Sin.
Hello! I am Sin, Synthetic 20. And I am playing Kay, who, my pronouns are they, them, but hers are she, her. Because I'm playing a femme for once, and I'm having a ball doing it. Because she is amnesiac, the lost. What did she lose? Her entire memories. All of the memories. So, I don't know, maybe we'll find out something about that. We'll see.
And then that just brings us over to Pix. Are muted.
Oh, oops. That would be my bad. I didn't want you guys to have to hear me chew food. I am Pixelated Bunny. I am going to be playing the cryptic Nemo or Namdegare. She has given up her name and identity to be in the game.
Which I suppose brings us just to me. I'm Andrew, your storyteller for tonight's game. Most games around here, although you are going to see what your friendly faces behind the GMC weeks, we got a bunch of great people that want to tell great stories, and we are here. Now, vibe check. This is a game about people who have already died. Your consciousness have been sent to another dimension, another plane of existence, so that you can fight for the chance, a second chance at life. Now, as you found out very quickly in our very first episode, the game is rigged against you. You are not meant to win. You are meant to be entertaining and then lose. Lose in the most spectacular way imaginable. All about entertainment. It's about popularity. It's about getting your name about there. It's about views above all else. Sound familiar? In this game,
All hail the algorithm.
we have already burnt down an entire gaming district. We shut it down, shut down the servers, kicked out the users, and let everything go dark. Before you all were consumed by the darkness, you managed to board the train in between the districts, get out of there. It seemed that you were the only user able to get out. Because in this subway-style train, however many infinite cars may be, we're the only ones. It was a while traveling off the void, or you were greeted once again by the architect of the social media district. A tall, blank-faced figure. They warned you, or tried to give you a warning, tried to help you get to where you. I don't think any part of his warning really stuck. Everyone very adamant is here. Dooms. So, it would seem that any help he had to offer fell on deaf ears.
His nickname didn't help much, since we called him Mr. Terms of Service.
You gave him.
I know we did that. I'm just saying, because of that nickname, there might have been a lack of trust.
Weird.
A little bit.
But as he disappeared back to his little slice of the internet, your train was derailed by some massive creature that pulled itself out of the void, tried to squish you all into nothing. But you escaped, conjuring the image of a home, safe haven, filed in. That's where we left off. You had time to rest, do some online shopping. Amazon delivers even in the void of space. I'm gonna kick up some music. Pass it on over. So, moment of stepped into this, whoever house this is, finding it empty, finding nothing else around here. It is truly a barren landscape, some forgotten part. There's no pictures on the walls, picture frames, every one of them empty. There's books with no titles, no words. There's food, all of it fake. Everything here looks almost staged. Yet safe. So,
Well, I guess trying to make a place without any memories that feels like home is not perfect science.
This is only our home for a minute. We don't need to worry about making it livable.
Just survivable.
Yeah.
I feel like it's survivable at least. I wish I knew more.
Yeah, this whole thing's weird.
Well, the only way to learn is by learning.
what are you doing?
The only way to win is by playing.
Mm-hmm.
Game changer? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Sam Rice just pops in the frame.
I was trying not to. Love it so much.
We're not gonna get any more answers here.
Mm-mm. I think we're pretty much on our own at the moment.
I do wonder though. I don't remember if I tried to do this before, but I want to kind of bring up the HUD system
Mhm.
and see if I can change administrative privileges.
You have tried. At least two of you have tried.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I know at least one of you was successful. And
I'd say I got him for a hot minute.
yeah. So yeah, I would say that if you wanted to do within reason, without much to.
Then I think the goal is to conjure a world map post calamity. Like after the district, like where are we now?
Yeah, absolutely. The mini map would kind of sits usually here on like the bottom right of your vision. Just kind of rematerialize in front of you. There is nothing.
Not even the like unknown district.
Where you are, there is nothing.
Okay, can I like zoom out as far as possible to see if I can see like edges of something?
Absolutely. Out, out, and out, and out. Nothing there.
Well, that doesn't seem like a positive development. I'll
So what
show that to everyone.
happens if we just step outside then? Is it actual nothing? Are we trapped in this house? with each
Is
other.
the house on the mini map?
You all are on the mini. The house is.
Are there windows in this house?
Yep. Normal 2-story house.
We'll look out a window.
Pitch
Is there
black.
a road or anything?
I'm gonna be bold. I want to open the front door and like 1 foot inside, 1 foot outside. Is there even like a ground?
Yeah, you all walked here.
That's deceptively avoiding the question, Hoop.
There is a physical surface that your foot would hit.
Okay.
Are
so I
there
guess the question is, where to?
That is a good question.
Weren't we gonna go to the unknown?
Yeah. So, in a HUD system like this,
Mhm.
there is like typically a way to make a marker of some kind, right?
Yep.
Can I create a marker to the unknown district?
You physically can create markers. Know where the train is headed. The general direction. But there's nothing to target. As far as any of your systems, programming, or whatever you are, whatever your data would suggest, nothing exists. Nothing out there waiting for.
Maybe we have to figure out how to create our own. Maybe they've concealed from us whatever is out there because they don't want us to have access to it. So now we have to create our own.
Do you think we're on like a different layer?
It's possible. I mean, we've pissed off a lot of people. We've caused a lot of mayhem trying to survive and just get to where we are now. It would only make sense that they would trap us on a different layer of the game to make it harder for us to cause mayhem, especially after the propaganda that we put out.
Also, this is Sin saying this. I have no memory of the things that Mr. Toss said. Like, I literally do not remember the words.
I think it's because even as he was telling you them, all of you had already decided he was full of shit and just weren't listening.
It was also
It's
like
all
6 weeks
been a
ago.
month. Like, to be fair.
All of you at this moment would see your HUD blink with a message. The only messages that you've got up to this point have been from the architects, so keep that in mind.
Well, what's it say?
Like to open.
Of
Does it
course.
have an attachment?
It does not.
Does it end in .exe? If so, yes, I open.
It's just
Then, sure.
nothing is waiting for you.
Does it have a from?
I don't like the way that's worded.
Would you think it's a threat?
I think there's a thing called nothing that is both out here and going to harm us.
I mean, isn't nothing death? That's kind of what we're here to defeat, overcome.
I don't think that nothing is death. Nothing is a whole concept. It is what it is, and it can't be anything else.
I mean, unless it's just like a name, like a proper name, capital N nothing.
Was it capitalized?
All of it's capitalized.
Oh, damn.
Oh, it's in all
Yeah.
caps.
Someone had their caps lock on.
Dang
Gosh,
it!
stop screaming at me.
Then I was able to create the house. Why don't I try like creating a neighborhood? Like some path to follow that makes it so there's not an endless void out there.
Yeah. Anything specific, or are you just trying to conjure a name?
You conjure
Um,
Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
Won't
I
you
mean,
be my neighbor?
I don't have much to draw from. So maybe neighborhood is the wrong thing. I want a path and I want it to feel safe. Neighborhood was what I brought into my mind, but maybe I'm not using the correct terminology to get what I want.
So, just a road, or like a full cul-de-sac with houses?
Yeah, we can do like full cul-de-sac where there is a terminal space behind us and it looks like there's a road in front of us, like giving us some direction.
Street would just kind of unbury itself from the darkness. Perfect green grass, white picket fences. These old, like 1960s styles cars all parked in their driveways. House after house just pop up out of nothing.
I've got to remember this. It's a neat party trick.
Pretty cool.
Now, can you make like people live in those houses?
I'll
Ooh, we should
try.
be recording this.
I'll try.
Isn't
like-
someone?
Bring up some semblance of people. Like,
Scattered throughout the road, like spanning across the sidewalk, will just start materializing. Again, that like 1950s, 1960s attire, all of them kind of pointed and staring directly towards the house that you're in. Not moving, just standing there, watching you.
Well, that's unsettling. Hi, neighbor. Not really trying. Like,
Say anything?
I'm sorry, I just had to kill a huge spider.
can you imagine them less creepy, please?
Or like with goals and purpose.
Sure. I am going to try to recreate the people all going to our destination.
Ooh.
All of them start walking up the road.
Okay, well, I didn't think I'd be recreating the Ministry of Silly Walks, but okay. Should we?
We're gonna have to leave this house eventually.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like even if we stay here and survive the 7 days, they're gonna give us our life back. We're gonna have to fight even harder for it. I'm sorry, run. Run even harder for it.
Okay. So, door. Feel the cool air wash in. You hear birds, even though you can't see any. Hear cars driving past. If just a normal cul-de-sac, clearly nothing. Conversation, wishing each other a good morning. Hear a bike pass by as some newspaper delivery boy tosses the paper onto your doorstep, but none of this is all just no.
Oh my god, I so want to go look at the paper.
There is no paper. Just playing the sound as if all these things were happening.
Quick, imagine a paper.
Quick question. Do we hear the sound of a crash and a because that's how Paperboy goes. You never make it to the end of the block.
However, you also hear rumbling. And this you can actually see. Things start shaking. Pavement starts dislodging itself from the people that were walking start to trip and fall to the ground before trying to get back up and then being shaken back down.
Is this in front of us or behind us?
In front. And just one drawn out voice just fills. There you are.
Okay. I would like to start flying, please.
Pick up some. No particular.
I forgot that's a thing you can just do now.
No, it's great.
Here we go. One by one, houses just start getting smashed into pieces as these long, inky black tentacles slam in. Same
They
ones
always inky.
that smashed your train, your ride to bits. What would you all like to do? Okay is immediately up in the air.
It's still like coming towards us, or is it like haphazard?
It is just wrecking havoc.
I think I just repeat back. Ah, so there you are.
Do you want to do any actions? Or technically now in combat?
Then I'm gonna roll for my emotional ghost. I'm not gonna roll your damage.
Oh, then I'm gonna take a damage to add 2 flow.
Alright. Just I figured I'd ask in case anyone wanted to do anything as we were diving into combat.
Well, at the start of combat, I generate flow.
I think almost everyone does.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
I do?
Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong person. Yeah, you've got some other flow stuff. You've got a lot of generate flow and spend less flow and
Yes.
nice.
How much are we generating?
4. There
Okay.
is-
And I guess since we're in combat, am I back down on the ground? Since
mean-
I've got to activate that, or...
We'll say that you will start in the air. If you decide to not continue your flights or not activate it, then we'll drop.
Okay.
By the way, Hoop, if you want, there is a section for flow on the character keeper if you want to keep it there too.
I got a system.
Okay. All right.
All right. Then with that in mind, Bulba. Yeah.
I don't have my mean things equipped. Um What does she want to do? She's the hidden. She didn't. Okay, she failed on her trying to hide, so she's gonna spark up her Heelys. And she just wants to zip around this thing just to like distract it, but still like try and stay away from it. Like not attacking it, but like distracting it from destroying our creation.
You are actively revealing yourself to this.
I'm already revealed. I can't hide. I rolled a 1.
At the moment, it doesn't seem like it knows exactly where you are. It knows you are all here. It just doesn't know where exactly you are. It's just going to continue to destroy things until it finds you.
Do we want to keep letting it destroy things?
We can just rebuild them.
Does it really hurt us if it's destroying things that we don't need?
I mean, but isn't that the way the architects think?
Are we architects now?
I mean, kinda. Just created a whole neighborhood with a whole bunch of people.
We are, aren't we?
That's sounds a little bit architect-y to me. We want to show that we can be better architects and actually protect our creations and not put them in the line of just frivolous whatever our motivations are.
So, Bulba, anything you want to do, or are you content to pass?
I'm gonna pass because there's not a decision yet.
No one acted, so they only get one die. Nope. I'll have no. It does.
What does this cost? Cost 3 flow. No, that's the wrong one. Cost 2. Let's Gaia Surge. Let's fill the field with raging plant life. Let's fight these tentacles with some vines. And just try and... if I have to spend more flow to do this, because it's a little bit more than what the token, like, technically allows, I want to, like, be as close to equal as I can with it, with, like, vine per tentacle. And just, like, counter it 1 for 1.
How much flow does it cost you?
It costs 2 regularly, Oh, I also have +1 flow at combat start. We started with 5, not 4. Sorry. Yeah, it costs 2.
At that scale, I'll say it costs 3.
Okay.
As plant life just starts growing up, these tendrils of spines and flowers just cascading up until it's part shield, part own battering rams fighting back against them. Okay. Anything else?
We can do this too. Would you like to actually come out now?
End of your turn?
Yeah.
2 dice. Nope. Still have no idea where you are. Hey. What are you gonna do?
You guys are great at the thinky stuff, so I'm gonna leave that to you. I'm going to go be me. So Kay is going to fly around the creature like an atom around a nucleus of a cell, trying to distract and like gain the attention, and also to, make a cool show, because that's what Kay does.
So you are actively
Do what?
revealing yourself.
Actively revealing and making a show of it, so that whenever they've made decisions, they can go about doing those decisions.
Okay. Any actions you want to take along with that, or just be annoying and be out there?
I kind of want... I was thinking of it as, like, style to create a distraction.
Works for me, yeah.
Okay. Okay. That is a 6.
Absolutely. Whatever attention was against these vines, against this shield that kind of went up to cover this neighborhood, has kind of retracted a bit as Kay is now out and zipping around these tree trunk tentacles, the size of the width of cars, basically, just extending out from the void and just slamming into the ground, just trying to hit you out of the air. The rest of you certainly have cover. Nemo.
Oh man. I want to go out with him. Or with her. So let's see here. What do I have equipped to do this? How much flow do we have, guys?
You have
Ew.
no, that was a 6. So you have 6.
We have 6 flow, and like we need to generate more, right?
Ideally.
So if you combo, you automatically generate one.
Oh,
And if we get a large amount of flow, I can create a kaiju. Just
we have
keep that
Yeah.
in mind.
That is the goal. So
we have 2 more. I'm wearing 3 quickened things, so every action I take generates 2 extra.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
So we're at 8
So we have
total
8.
now?
I don't think you rolled anything.
Is using a token not an action?
It's not a flow generating action.
Okay, got it.
Oh goodness. So what can I do for a combo with you? I have. Oh, cost 5 flow to do that. That's not good.
You have 6.
But we want to create more. Oh, goodness. So I'm going to use one flow. Sorry. And does anyone want to, like, help create a... I want to do crashing waves and sort of flood them. But do you want to put anything into the water as I throw it out? Anyone?
I can put oil in the water. I don't know if that's helpful
I-
to you.
My element for a tempo roll is spark, so I could put electricity into it.
Fantastic. So let's do that, because it will cost one flow, but it will generate an extra flow from it, right?
So if you flood things, then on Bulba's turn, you can use electricity, then electrify the water.
Okay, so I will go ahead and do that.
Okay. That's one flow. Just cause the streets to start flooding. The plant life just gets swallowed up by water. And
Drink up, mere hearties. Yo ho.
are you shutting the door?
I would like to, yes, so that we don't drown. That'd be great.
Water just rises up past the windows, past the door, up until there's just... It's like at the top of the chimney, and just there's splashes of water that just come raining down the fireplace.
Like, we wouldn't imagine a waterproof house.
But you didn't not imagine a waterproof house.
Shite. Okay. But, yes.
Okay.
It'll be my
Well-
thing so that, Baba can electrify everything, but
Thing.
sorry guys, all of my stuff costs a lot of flow, and I know that the goal is to create the kaiju, so I don't want to use the stuff that costs a lot of flow.
I also need a lot of flow to do my healing.
Yeah.
One of those massive tentacles is going to rise up. From it just starts spewing this toxin, absolutely filling the... There's only one of you that can possibly be hit. Otherwise, would be able to split this damage between you as you would like. So Kay, you just take the full 12 damage.
Woo!
That would almost take me out.
That's a lot.
Normally-
That's a
I'm at
lot.
2.
Normally, everyone in combat would be able to decide how much of that 12 you wanted until all
Oh.
12 was taken. But there's only one of you.
Cool.
But yeah, now with toxic air above you and water beneath you, that'll bring us to the top of the second round. Nemo, we kick it off with you. Or no, because you wanted Bulba to combo with you. Start with Bulba.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna spark up my Heelys, and I would like to use tempo to try and electrify the water, but not electrocute myself in the process.
I would love for you to explain how you're getting to the water without getting in the water.
Or we're all gonna get wet. Okay. This is a house we created.
Mhm.
So I am going to start skating around in a circle just to generate a little bit of speed. And then I'm gonna start skating up the walls and go out one of the high windows onto the roof.
You will very briefly still hit water.
That is fine because I need to hit the water to electrify it.
Absolutely.
But I want to use tempo because I want to try and get it just right where I can electrify it and get out.
So just going up and up until you hit one of those upstairs windows and just dive through using the momentum to launch you out and up. So you are basically standing on the roof, water like up to your knees, but otherwise out. And you were just letting your skates just fill the water with electrical current.
My highest is a 4,
4 is still a success.
which means we have 9 flow at the moment.
Went down to 5.
And then I comboed, which is an extra flow.
Yeah, it's your 9. That was a 4. I'm gonna add an extra die to their attempt to find you. Nope, even with 3 die, still can't do it. Actually, I should subtract 1 because of Kay's efforts, so no matter what.
Neener, neener, neener.
But, hey, the water underneath you is now electrified. I'm gonna mark off a little bit. Why don't we flip it around, go reverse order of last time, so we go with Nemo second.
Oh, but I just went. Let's see. Shit,
I like to keep you on your toes.
I know, but I'm not pretty. Because I'm sitting here trying to think of what to do that won't cost flow.
Fine, you can spend flow to earn flow.
All of my flow costs quite a bit. So, let's see.
There is now water streaming down from upstairs.
Can I... This is going to be a little crazy. I'm actually going to try and do the crashing waves again, but I'm going to put it up the chimney to try and block the water's access into our home.
There is a window that's been crashed through upstairs.
Damn it! Let's see. It was worth a shot.
Did you just give our house a blowhole?
I was trying, yeah. Well, come in.
Basically spend your turn just feeding all of the water that's coming in and just shoot it out.
Yes.
It's not going to stop the house from flooding, but it'll stop it from progressing anymore.
Sounds good. I'll do that. That way we are protected for a little bit longer.
Okay. You are breathing poisonous air.
Okay.
Hold your breath.
I have an idea
Mm-hmm.
that is about as stylish as I can imagine.
Mhm.
And that is to fly directly at the creature, and whenever it's getting ready to unleash its next air blast, or when it goes to move, whatever, do my new token Blazing Hearts, which is an area fire blast that ignites flammable objects, which I'm assuming the poisonous gas would be flammable.
That's certainly an assumption.
So
You are in the flammable poisonous gas, however.
that's why it's so stylish. I'm basically going to turn myself into a flying blaze and like collide with the creature. I am definitely going to be taken out, but I have my mortal refusal that I can do once.
Yeah.
So
I don't think there's any need to roll. You can roll if you want to.
I would like the opportunity just to generate flow off.
I was just going to count it as a 6. But you can roll it if you want to.
You know what? If you'll just count it as a 6, I'm fine.
Right.
I don't want to risk rolling lower.
That is
That does cost 1 flow to do.
for an 11. Yeah, you will hit 0. There's
Yes.
no getting around it. The entire air is just engulfed in flames, which Bulba will also hit you. Unless you want to duck down into the water, it is going to hit you. What? I guess you should probably roll. Because that would determine how much damage the Bulba would take. Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
Me roll?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a double 6.
So it's got back up to 12 flow, which is good news. Bad news is that although you would take 4 points of damage, you can dive back down into the water to reduce this.
Oh.
Bulba said, "No, I refuse," and left.
Bulba gone. Bulba gone for
Question.
real.
Could the double 6 allow me to control it better?
As to not hit your ally?
Yes.
You know what? Sure. Works for me.
Sorry, what did I miss?
You were about to be engulfed in a fire phoenix, but then it diverted off away from you.
Oh, okay.
So Kay, you absolutely would drop to 0. You would mark your death clock, but you have mortal refusal.
So I am back at 8.
And you are charred and blackened. But as you soar towards this thing, up wherever these are coming from, you can actually see light. Whatever pair this thing uses to attack you, there is an exit.
Oh. Then I have a plan of sorts.
But as you just are literally too angry to die, we're gonna jump up to Cortez.
Okay, is it actively on fire or was it just hit with a lot of fire?
The air basically got poisoned and then exploded in fire.
Oh, by the way, if a target is ignited, it takes damage over time from that. Because it's tier 2.
Okay, how much damage?
It says +1 damage per round.
Okay.
And that the fire blast ignites flammable objects.
Cortez, what you got?
Yeah, so is the tentacly monster man a thing that has been inflamed?
I would say that one of the tentacles, at least.
Okay. Is there kind of a core to this?
Not that you can see from here, but they all are stemming from somewhere.
I ain't got time for that.
That's nerd talk.
Yeah. We're gonna take the one that's on fire and we're gonna make it more on fire by Ender takes one of the dice that's one of his tokens and just throws it into the fire and a bunch of oil.
Absolutely causes an inferno on top of the water. Does that move by itself do any damage?
No.
Just okay. So how
It just The move itself is create a large oil slick.
How do you feel about rolling your power?
I would love to roll my power. Thank you, Hoop.
Could we say that this is a combo since
Yeah, works for me.
comboing with fire?
Yeah, comboing with fire and comboing with the water. Since I'm setting that on, you
Yeah.
stepped right into my rolling space. You
I
have
want
to
to roll
stop.
2.
I got +1 flow generated from combos, so you'll get 1 more flow from me.
Okay, that is a 6,
Yeah.
and you'll get 2 extra flow from me.
18. As this thing is just going to start absolutely burning to a crisp. One of them just recoiling back away, leaving part of the sky above you now somewhat visible. You can now see like the borders of this area. That just like these invisible walls that kind of shimmer as the flames get.
Do we do it? Do we ride away on a 9 dice dragon?
I am that is my goal.
Hey, there we go. So, Cortez, you also would have had to go out and up to get onto the roof in order.
Oh yes.
The only one not currently visible would be Nemo. As these things finally have an idea of where you are and just start popping up, just clawing themselves out of the void through whatever tear spawned them. These insect-like creatures, some of them like centipedes, some of them like scorpions, all just pulling themselves from the nothing, climbing towards two of you.
We can't have that.
Moment it is 2 Void Manti, 2 Void Snake. And the Mantis is gonna go for Bulba. I don't remember at all with it. Oh. What did I say the Mantis was going after? Mantis was Bulba?
It was
think
going
so.
after the tentacles for sure.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
So Bulba. Mantis is going to hit with lingering as its long insectoid-like claws just start ripping at you, which is going to be 5 damage. You'll take 1 damage at the top of each of your turns until you launch the. That's for Cortez. It's just gonna inject venom. We're also going to take 5 harm. And any dice rolls that you make, you roll 1 less. So you can keep.
Cool. Cool.
Rude.
But that brings us to the top of round 3. And to back to our normal order means we're starting with Bulba. We're 18 flow.
How much flow does Kay need?
The more flow I have, it's X, so we can pump any amount of flow into it.
Because I'm about to use some.
That's
I
fine.
also need to take a damage, right?
Oh yeah, top of your turn. Yeah.
That's fine. I'm sure we'll make plenty big enough of a dragon. I think I'm last in turn order or something.
You'll be third.
Okay.
How is Ender looking?
I'm fine. No, he's
Well-
not good. He's the worst of everyone out here. But I'm fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. The creature still needs to go. Its minions
No, it
went.
doesn't.
It didn't actually.
It's fine.
No, it's fine.
It's completely fine.
It's busy with the vines.
So the three of you that are up in the air, you have 12 points of damage to distribute amongst you however you would like. As long as you spend all 12.
Okay. I'll take
I can
4 of
probably
them,
take
fine.
4 of it.
Or for
Four,
Bulba.
four, that's 8. Yeah, I can take 4, no problem.
Again, the air is just filled with poison. Even as it contacts your skin, it just burns.
Now my next question is, can I only use 1 token per turn? Okay. Then I am going to spend 7 flow to activate Moonrise.
Oh.
All actions I take are imbued with the power of moonlight, so everything is lunar damage, and all healing is increased by my tempo.
What's your tempo?
5.
Heck yeah.
So even though I can't use my token to heal, can I still try and heal one of either Kay or Ender?
Kay is nowhere near you. But we could certainly try for Cortez.
I'll be fine.
Then I'll just try and heal. Then I'll just heal myself
Okay.
for my 5. So
Uh,
yeah, that was 7 tempo.
So
We're at
I
11.
feel like that falls under style. But you've already technically used your action and your token. This is basically trying to push things beyond what you could. You wouldn't normally be
Sure.
able to heal in addition.
That's a 6.
Heck yeah.
So that also gains us flow.
Back up to 15. Have we
And I
rolled
heal for
under
5.
a 6 yet?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 1-4.
I
Oh,
rolled
yeah,
a 4.
yeah.
Yeah, we got 1-4, 1 crit, and then like 8 6s.
It's fine.
Cortez.
All right. Well, first off, I'm gonna spend 2 flow as activating Ursa Major, so like my arms just become these giant bear arms. And I heal 8 from that
Oh.
I forgot about that.
How much does it
because
cost?
I cost 2.
I'm
And
so glad I gave that to you.
it's so good. It works so well with my build. You know what? I'm gonna put these claws to use before we evac out of here,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna dive at one of the tentacles.
Heck yeah. You're ignoring the creatures around.
Yeah. We're going after big fish.
Absolutely. Just dive into the water away from these things. Just start swimming towards the nearest tentacle.
Yeah. And rend it apart with my bear claws.
Go for it. Oh, your power.
This is power. All right. Cool.
-1.
Right. Fine. That's fine. That's the exact number of dice I have, so this works out. That is a 6.
Gotcha.
And
ripping away at this.
these claws deal 4 extra damage.
That's how much I marked. Some part of me knew that. I don't know how, but I marked 4. Yeah. You will dive down in the water and just start hacking away at this thing. Okay.
Okay. So I have an idea.
Mhm.
The Draco Nexus, the letter of it is you summon a massive dragon that then performs the action. It does not necessarily give the dragon shape.
Yeah.
So what I am imagining is using the water from Crashing Wave to create a Chinese-style ice dragon that will then wrap around the tentacle monster and crush it with fury.
That might die. Yeah, absolutely. That sounds badass to me.
And I am going to put 14 flow into that. Which means for Fury, I will get 8 dice because I have reduced flow cost of 2. So it's as if I was doing 16. And we gonna squeeze.
Do it.
Question
Hmm?
on that. Because he's using my crashing waves, would it also be reduced by the flow or by my quickened shirt?
Because that's
Yeah,
just for
okay.
your action.
I tried.
But it's
Fair enough.
would it be a combo?
It is a combo. So it'll generate
so it would
2
be
flow.
2 extra flow.
And is that including my +1 from combo generation?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
So whatever you roll, +2.
Okay. Do we get anything for 3 6s?
I'll throw an extra point of damage on there.
Okay, so base damage, the dragon deals 4 plus tier damage and is a tier 2 token.
That is
So
enough to
6
destroy one of the tentacles. It just wraps and constricts until it freezes it solid and then shatters it.
Kaiju.
Yeah.
Finally! The kaiju has been summoned.
There's now a giant ice dragon was battling one gargantuan tentacle, but it shattered it. And Cortez, even as you're clawing it to pieces, it just stops moving and just sinks into the water.
And by the way, for the rest of the scene, I have the Fury attribute of 8.
Love it.
Fantastic.
Nemo.
Okay, how much flow do we actually have now?
3. Oh no, sorry.
No, we have
you
10.
rolled 3, 4, 5 plus 5.
So
for a
plus
crit?
2.
He
So-
he rolled multiple 6s.
So
That
10
is
Five.
10, yeah.
10 total, yeah.
So this will cost 4. And how damaged does this tentacle look now?
It's dead.
It's dead. And then what else do we need to fight?
There are more of the tentacles. That was one of them. And there are
Okay.
also bug-like creatures that are ripping apart your friend.
So I'm going to summon a murder of crows.
Are you also
Juice.
leaving the house?
I will leave the house. Swinging open the door, I will push forth from my patch and summon a murder of crows to murder all of the bugs.
Oh, yeah. You have the snakes, the void snakes, and the void men.
Okay, so we'll do the snakes because I think they're the ones that are poisoning,
Yeah.
right?
They're the one that cause
So-
venom.
these last for 2 rounds, by the way. So 4 flow cost, and then do you want me to roll?
Attacking?
I am going to attack
Yeah.
with these. So
Power.
power. Okay, so I have 2 power. I got a 5 and a 1.
5 is still absolutely a success.
My pretty die definitely betrayed me.
Oh.
9 is the. Then it was the snake that's your birder of
Yes.
crow's nest just starts clawing at and pecking.
Yeah, they start pecking. Go for the eyes.
It's still standing, but it is definitely. Alright. End of your turn. 2 of you are up on the roof, Balba and Nemo. One of you is at the bottom of the makeshift lake, Cortez, and one of you is up in the sky with a dragon. I'm gonna do the,
Hopefully protected by the dragon. We'll see.
I'm gonna do the Nothing's turn. Cortez nailed it. This thing is called the Nothing.
Ah,
And since you're all now up there, you can all choose to take however much of this 12 points of damage as you.
Do you
I
guys want
cannot
me to
take much.
You want me to take 6 so that he doesn't take any?
I say I can take up to 8 without dying.
I can take up to 7 without dying.
So
I am at 4.
So let's just go 4, 4, and 4, and leave K out of it.
Okay. 4, 4, 4. Mantis. Alba.
I don't think they know how to do anything cool.
Ooh, it's gonna wrap you in its barbed wire legs. It just reaches out after slashing you with the giant scythe-like claws and just brings you in for a hug. All of its limbs just digging
No,
in with
I
these
don't consent.
massive spines.
I don't
Uh,
like these.
That is
things.
5 points of damage.
All right, I'm down, but I'm gonna check on my clock. But I'm gonna spend a flow to deal 1 damage to it because I'm gonna take it down.
Like an ankle bite as you're going down.
So you also cannot move or be moved, as this thing is just grabbing onto you, digging in the barbed wire spines and just pinning you.
And I come back at half health, right?
You also
Round it
now
up or down.
let's round up. Let's round in your benefit. You also now have a desperation die, an extra d6 that you can throw onto any roll. But if it's the highest die that you rolled, then the architects notice you.
Okay.
And the snake, seeing that the crows came from this crow summoner, crow witch, if you will, it is just going to lash out at you.
Bring it.
Oh, it's not going to do that. It is, in fact, instead going to corrode the entire area. So anywhere near this house, the water just starts bubbling like it was boiling, but it is becoming acid. So, Nemo, you also take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And if you do not move, by the end of your next turn, you will take another. Same for anyone else in this area, which... just Balba. So if you and Balba end your turn here, you'll take 5 points of damage.
I'll take care of it. It's fine.
Okay. Well, that's it. That is the extent of the massive amount of damage that I can do Y'all are still standing.
Well, standing again. I get
Nemo, you
knocked down, but I get up again.
want to kick us off?
We'll be singing. You want me to go?
I'm alternating order back and forth every other turn.
Okay. Then I'm going to look at this acid while my murder of crows are doing their work, because they last on their own and they just do the same thing again. I want to wash out all of the acid with crashing waves.
Spending a point of flow just to push the acid.
Yep.
Absolutely. You want to roll your power for the crows? Just how much damage they do?
Yes.
They could very well take out this snake this turn.
I got a 5 and a 1 again, and I rolled 2 different dice.
Or then it is pulled apart and just kind of dissolves in a
Nice.
11 flow. Brings us over to Kay.
Ooh. Yay. I don't have to spend flow.
Yep.
So interestingly, when you roll with Fury, you summon a massive dragon that then performs the action. I thought the massive dragon stayed, but apparently the dragon comes from me. I
Yeah.
did not realize this before. So, what I will attempt to do then is to fly along the water, creating kind of ice that they can run to the light that I saw.
Okay.
And from that ice comes up the giant maw of the dragon to chomp down on the creature.
So that light you're seeing is basically out and up. Wherever this thing is tearing through from, that's where that light is. In order to get there, you'd either have to fly or run up this,
Okay.
which very similar concept, but if you wanted to freeze one of those tentacles so that they could climb and start running up it, that would absolutely.
That sounds like my plan then.
Okay. You feel like this
And-
is tempo? Or...
I'm hoping with Fury, because I'm still angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Double sixes. I don't know how double sixes are not going to happen with 8 dice.
Well, I rolled 12 dice to try to get a single 6 to find any of you for the first 3 rounds of combat and didn't get anything.
Just lucky, I
Okay.
guess.
I rolled 9 multiple times last session, and I think kept getting 3s and 4s. Like,
Brings it up to 16 flow, and I'm not going to mark any damage, but I'm going to mark one of its tentacles inert and frozen.
Okay.
Because that none of you have to roll to try to climb this thing. Also, none of your companions know what your plan is.
Staircase. I'm just...
One of the party is underwater.
sound travels perfectly fine in water.
Yeah. That's
Plus,
science.
we have a HUD menu.
You
it travels,
do.
yeah.
We've got a chat.
Just quickly pop
Oh my
into the
gosh,
chat.
team chat.
Amazing.
Skill diff.
I am making a staircase. Much run, very fast.
I've made us a Ventrilo server.
Cortez. What you got?
Okay, first thing first, I'm getting the fuck out of this water by using One Flow and Leyline Prism. I've done this before where I've just like made a pillar of earth underneath myself and used it to like shut up.
Absolutely. How much
That's
flow is
how
that?
that's how conjugation works.
How much flow?
1.
You were just rocketed up out of the water.
And I am going to rocket myself further up. I want to get as high up on this staircase as possible. So I'm also going to use the fire tag that's on my power and just like firebend flight, where I'm like pushing the flame out of both of my palms that are just kind of backwards. But like as
Absolutely.
soon as I break the surface tension of the water, turn that on.
Go for it.
I'm awkward, man.
Still, -1 die. You are still poisoned.
That's perfectly fair.
You have 12 die
Um,
instead of 13.
He doesn't have enough dice, anyways.
No, it's 7 dice instead of 8. Thank you. But I did get 2 6s.
That brings 20. Oh.
And everything else is either a 1 or a 2.
And you are just rocketed up. Hey, even from your vantage point, you see these jets of flame just spew out as a figure just shoots its way up. I'm gonna put you about halfway up this tentacle.
Cool.
All right, Balba. Last but not least.
I'm gonna start moving up the staircase that I now know about. And I'm going to use my healing soul to heal K for 9.
Is there a range to it?
It just says heal 1 ally.
Okay.
No range. Equal to 2 plus the tier, which is a tier 2. But also my plus tempo from my
Yeah.
Moonrise. So 9.
Which Balba is just radiating moonlight right now. And that's
Just
gonna
in her inner monologue is, you're not supposed to be drawing attention to yourself. You're not supposed to be drawing attention to yourself. Why do you do these things to yourself?
just focusing on healing K as you are kind of running. That'll put you about to the base of the tent.
And that cost 4 flow.
Down to... Well, you know the drill. You got 12 damage. Who's taking it?
I can take my share this time. In fact, you all took more last time. I can take 6 this time if you all want to take 2.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
That puts me at half health.
Well, there's only one individual down there left. Oh, I'm sorry, Bulba, you couldn't run. You are pinned in place by the mantis.
Oh.
Okay, then I won't run.
If you, I'd take a power if you want to try to break out. Tempo if you want to try to slip out.
I would do tempo to try and like slip out, like to try to like electrocute it.
Absolutely. -1 die since you are physically barbed wired in place.
No, I'm not using my hoop die. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna use my hoop die. I'm gonna give myself another disadvantage. 2 5s, a 4, and a 3.
Did you use your desperation die?
I did not.
Got a 5, I believe. And you are still poisoned, so you'll take 1 damage from that.
Mhm.
We'll say 1 damage from pulling yourself out of barbed wire. But then you are free to run and hit the base of the... That means the mantis has only 1 target.
That's fine.
I'm gonna spend 1 more flow and deal 1 damage to the tentacle that I just wrung myself out from because it did
Sure.
that.
I thought the mantis had you.
One damage to the mantis or to the tentacle?
The mantis, whatever was holding me in, the mantis.
Just flip at the bird as you run away. You do emotional damage.
Emotion.
Can
Um,
I how much flow do we have?
18.
18. Okay, I'd like to use 4 on my turn if I can.
The mantis is going to give you a hug. And it just, even as you're turning to start running towards the ice stairs up the tentacle, it just leaps, slams down on you, and grips you tight with its barbed wire limbs. You take 5 damage.
Okay, I'm down.
You can spend 10 flow if you'd like to ignore it.
Sure.
Brings us down to 7. And brings you back up to half health.
Okay.
And you are also pinned by. But it does bring us back to you. Balba, top of initiative.
Kay gets a message in her HUD. Having problems moving down here. But I can still move again.
Message
You just-
back. Kaiju is mobile.
You're still pretty good. You're still pretty good. How bad is Ender?
On a scale of 1 to 11,
Okay.
sitting
Um,
at about a 3.
Very precise scale.
I'm gonna keep moving up. And I'm going to heal Ender. I'm gonna use my healing soul.
How much is that?
And it is 4 flow. And you will heal for 9.
Cool.
You sprint up about a quarter of the way now. Cortez, who's ahead of you about halfway up, just start focusing on the healing, just closing wounds. Alright. That brings us over to Cortez.
Oh my god, I just realized I'm actually Lucio right now.
You are actually Lucio.
Okay, so everybody's making their way up this, like nobody's really in trouble, right?
I don't know that you could see them from where you are, but Nemo is pinned at the base of the tentacles being.
I will be working on that on my turn.
Okay. I think I send a message to Nemo. It's like, "Hey, where you at? We're evacing."
Yeah, you would see everybody except for.
I'm not going anywhere while I'm pinned. It's
got
got me
you.
in the jaws of life here.
Why are you pinned?
I have Jaws of Life.
Why are you pinning Nemo?
Unpinning.
Okay,
Yes.
fine. Make it quick. And I again just rocket boost. Same thing. Pillar of Earth and then flame boost straight up.
That power roll.
I love making power rolls because they always generate 2 flow minimum. That is 1-6.
Only 1-6.
And once again, a whole lot of 1s.
Up to 7 floor. That's gonna put you about 3/4 of the way up. Or by far the furthest up. You can very clearly see that light. It's like someone's holding a blanket over the sky and someone just took a knife and cut along it. And whatever this is forcing it. But that brings us over to Kay.
Okay, so going to fly over and like order the dragon through a punch to grab the mantis and turn the mantis into a chew toy to hit the other creature with.
Pop its head off. Act like you're its lover.
Probably going to do a point of damage to Nemo. Just like you're like ripping barbed wire off of them.
That makes sense. My goal is, once the dragon has Mantis off of her, to literally, put hand down to fly up.
Absolutely. Go for it.
Meanwhile, I'm just trying to poke it in its eyes.
Okay, finally we had a bad roll with 8 dice, but
Ooh.
it was a 5.
Still a 5. And Flo, Nemo, you will take 1 point of damage. The thing is just ripped off of you, and then just slammed into the tentacles as a impromptu weapon. You can't roll a small enough amount of damage to not kill it. So 5 is.
Well, and it is 6 damage base.
Oh, well, yeah, that's more than its 2 remaining health. And officially, the mantis and the snake are dealt with. Gone.
And I'm just reaching down, ready for a piggyback ride?
Absolutely. I will take his hand and go.
I forgot to roll for the snake, but I'm now. 5. Did someone still have the clothing that affected the roll? That get.
Clothing that did what?
I know someone had a piece of clothing that affected the loot roll. I think it made it so you get cash more often than health.
Oh, I got rid of that.
Okay. So that was a 5. So that was 6 cash for each player. And that was for the snake. And for the mantis. Again, a 5. So everyone gets 12 cash total, killing the mantis and
Oh.
the snake.
Crap! Guys, we've been
What?
doing this all wrong.
What?
Whenever if you're wearing the favored Primordia, it's an extra -1 flow to activate and deals 1 damage.
I didn't have any
Oh.
favorite Primordia. on
I
right now.
did. Whoops.
Aye.
That's okay.
Oh, I have been using favored Primordia tokens.
Oh,
That's fine.
I
You know
thought
what?
it was just reducing flow cost.
So we just
Oh,
hard
wait,
mode
no, I
our-
haven't.
I'll throw 4 more damage.
Sorry, how much was it for the mantis and the
Everyone
snake?
gets 12 cash.
I'm at close to $50 again.
Cool.
So Nemo, you are free. You are riding on the back of an ice dragon. Anything you want to do?
Now that I remember that my I'm wearing favored Primordia, so instead of this 4 flow, it's
Nemo.
Nemo. Sorry.
You're good. I would have let her go before me. It's fine.
But you were technically last in initiative before the big thing gets done.
Oh, okay. Then let me see here. How much flow do we have again this time? 10? Okay. Then let's see here. I want to do Happy Never After to this thing below us. And it will cost 4 flow. But all the enemy that the main guy will do half damage. And take damage equal to this tier, which I'll have to go back and look. But it is it lasts for 2 rounds because of my style. It's will do. It'll take the damage at the start of my next turn.
Okay. Which,
Let
since
me
we
see.
did forget the extra damage you all were supposed to be doing at the start of your turn, we'll say that another one of the.
Okay.
Ah. Well, Snake and the Mantis are both dead. Just leaves the nothing. Doesn't really have enough to stop all of them. We're just
Man,
gonna.
it's It hurts my heart that its name is nothing. Like, the philosophical part of me just wants to.
It's just gonna stop one of you. It is going to crush to dust. Cortez. You can just mark part of your clock, where the tentacles
Wow.
just rises up and just squishes.
Rude.
How
Even with
horrible.
half damage.
It doesn't technically do damage. It just marks one tick of your.
Oh.
Oh wow.
God. Okay. Wait,
So
hold
it
on. How
comes
much flow do we have?
We only
like
have
50?
6.
We have 6.
Okay, never mind. I thought we would have had like 50 or some nonsense.
You had
We
quite
do
a
keep
bit,
using it.
but
Yeah.
Nemo did need to spend 10 to not have to mark.
Mhm.
That's
Well, that
okay.
was a round ago, right?
I'm exactly half second real dead.
Mhm.
You now have
That's what I'm
2 desperation die, which you can add to anything. But with 2 of you on the back of an ice dragon, Cortez, even as you're squished into nothing, can just kind of squeeze your way out. Use the pillar of earth to shoot your way out, whatever it is. This thing can't stop all of you. So, as Cortez, you are the first to reach the top. One of these enormous tentacles trying to reach up to stop you. The tear is in front of you. You can see your companions behind you. They're closing in. You are the first one.
And it's just like a fabric rip in the sky,
It is
right?
like a fabric rip in the sky.
So jump towards it and then like turn off the booster things and just like grab it. And I don't know if gravity is going to do anything or if it's like solid and I can pull myself up or what's going to happen, but I'm going to grip the edge of this.
Yeah. You can absolutely pull yourself up.
Okay.
It's, in fact, easy to do. Like, you were weightless.
Cool.
Pulling yourself through,
Yeah.
you would come tumbling out, kind of floating, almost exact alternate just in.
Well,
Instead of
okay.
this.
Can I Sorry.
Go ahead.
Let me modify that a little bit. If possible, pull myself through and then kind of get flat with it and stick my arm back through so that I can like grab the next person to come up here. Like I'm gonna
Absolutely.
help whoever's next like come through. Not particularly caring about what this new area is.
Your feet are still dangling in the inverse, where you just, instead of this void of nothing, everything here is kind of warm, bright,
It is on
clean.
fire. We are in the sun.
Everything feel very pristine. One by one, you're able to help pull your companions.
Just reach down, grab, reach, just toss people through.
With no enemy left to fight, the tentacles would dematerialize and just fade away. That rift closing behind.
Could I make a statement as to what happens with the dragon?
Absolutely.
As we fly through the rift, when we get to the other side, still riding the dragon, but the ice falls away, and it's basically Falcor. Like, straight up, never-ending story
I
dragon.
love it.
Amazing.
That's fantastic.
Well, as you all tumble off now into weightless space, I feel like that is a fantastic place for it. break, give everyone a grab a drink, stretch your legs, do what you gotta do. And when we come back, we will finish off today's session. So don't go anywhere. We're back in a few minutes. We'll see you soon.
See ya.
And welcome back. Where we left off, we'd walked up giant kraken tentacle into a rip in the sky as we tried to escape from the nothing. With some of us ticking down our remaining time just a little. Everyone walking away with scratches and pulled herself up through the tear reality. Find that we're in an inverse. Everything here feels warm. It feels like you belong. It is very bright. Floating.
Feels like being hugged by a vat of jello.
Huh. I wouldn't have used those exact words, but I guess this is kind of what it always feels like for me.
I wish I could say the same thing. But my life was weird before this. I mean, it's weird now. I don't know, maybe it's weirder now.
I wish that I could engage with you on that topic. I just
Like,
came
I'm
into
not-
existence.
I'm not who I was before here. As much as I try. Just
None
doesn't
of us
happen.
are.
I mean, it really depends on how you gauge who we are. I mean,
I was pretty
like,
invisible before. Kinda liked it.
you don't like being the center of attention?
No. I mean, I think I'm getting used to it now because now I'm getting desensitized to it. But I still try to hide whenever I can.
Huh. I guess maybe I might be an opposite to that. It feels natural to be in the middle. I don't like thinking a lot.
You know,
I like doing.
I used to let people make my decisions for me. But since being here and fighting for our lives, I've actually been making my own decisions for the first time in my afterlife.
Huh. It makes me wonder.
What?
So sad,
Well,
that baby.
I don't even remember dying. It's nothing. Like, it's just a collection of data, like everything that's publicly available knowledge. Nothing
You know you
personal.
died, but you don't know how, why, or when.
And I only know that I died out of the context of, like, the rest of you died.
You remember nothing.
Nada.
No memories have come back from you doing this. Going through.
I don't know. I mean, if I try to focus on it, do I get anything? It feels like when, you put open hands into water. You just don't pull anything up.
But certainly, you remember skills? Could that, like, lead you to what you used to be?
Not necessarily skills. I feel the way I react to things. Like, I feel like I must have had some kind of, like, martial arts training or something.
I mean, it has to be informed by something, right?
Yeah. But I don't know what. It's weird. And I know it's weird for everyone.
I've mostly just not wanted to think about it.
Looking over at Cortez, what did you give up?
It's a bit weird to say. I think I gave up purpose. I like myself better this way, honestly.
Do you want to
I
stay here?
no, sort of. I don't want to stay here, but I do want to stay like this.
I
I
wonder
don't.
if I didn't like who I was.
Or maybe you just wanted the chance to be something or someone different. Clean slate.
But what
It's a really
happens?
funny thing. Like, if that's what I wanted, and now I'm obsessed about it, that would be hilarious.
The irony, yes. But my question is, if, say, we are determined individuals, and we do beat them at their own game, do we get that back?
Do we have Hey Hoop, do we have a terms of service or like uh an agreement that we signed that we can pull up on our HUD?
Did, and you told him to go away.
I want to do something. Okay. This is probably going to be like what Ender does like the whole rest of the scene. But I want to use admin access for Ender to look at his own like his own data essentially, like whatever makes up him in this world. And I'm looking very specifically for like a true false flag on like wager or whatever you would call it, the thing that we gave up. Like I'm looking very specifically for that just to see, is it really just as easy as like a toggle? Is it something that can be given and taken so freely and easily?
Focusing on you, on just the core data of why you're here, you would hear this very soft, like, pop. And then see in the distance this thing starts to kind of materialize. Notice that it is a a filing cabinet. Its perspective is a little odd at this distance. If you had to guess, you'd guess it's about 30 feet tall. And one of the drawers just kind of opens about a foot.
Was a little bit more succinct than I was thinking, but yeah, all right. Go over and take a look at this. Go see what popped open.
As start floating, you all can hear that very distinct sound of like high heels on laminate. That clicking of hurried footsteps. And then a door just kind of materializes itself. And a voice calls out, "Hello? Anyone in here?"
Hi.
Who are you and why are you here?
I don't know. And where is here?
If you're here to rob the place, there's nothing of use. You have weapons?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm a registered weapon, but like I don't mean you any harm if you don't. If you're not a giant tentacle monster, then like we're cool.
I mean, Norbert,
I think this one went by nothing.
the official title, yes. I don't even think he's working today.
That's really good. He's very mean.
I'm very confused. I'm gonna come in. Please don't stab me or something.
Very anti-stabbing here.
The door again just kind of manifests and it fully just swings inwards and about like a 5'2", maybe 5'3" feminine figure, like this professional business attire down to the skirt that goes down to her knees, the high heels, like holding this stack of files in both of her hands. I don't recognize any of you. How did you get here?
That's actually a really good question. Well, as far as me and pointing at Nemo, we rode a dragon.
I climbed up him.
I broke the sky.
Okay. And she like starts taking like a tentative step backwards.
Just to be clear, it's a confusing set of events that led us here. We don't bear you any harm. We were trying to escape a place that got destroyed.
It's like watching her face, you would see that aha moment, that moment where it just clicks, just stares at you long while.
Just gonna float there like the Cheshire Cat. Mm-hmm.
Do you need some water?
You shouldn't be here.
Again, it would really help if you could tell us where here is. Because if we shouldn't be here, then we could maybe find out where we should go.
Definitely need to leave. This is where they make everything. You should be over there, not over here. Explain this.
I mean, technically, we are over there compared to where you. If you are here, we are there.
She just kind of steps into the room, still very cautious of all of you, like sidestepping, making sure that she's always facing the, and just like taps the wall a few times, ripples out, and that white glow kind of fades a little and starts to, and like you were watching from the clouds, this landscape just see that similar, just run down wreckage of a street that you all started this figures running through the small party of that all stick out clearly from goes another 10, 11 steps away from that, taps again. See that gaming district, clouds that form the different genres, figures running through those streets. You should be down there like them.
Counterpoint, we were, and
We
then we
already beat
weren't.
that.
Beating it.
Why not?
It isn't.
Because
Well,
it hasn't been done, or because it can't be done? Because clearly it's been done.
Clearly.
It's too late.
Do you have any idea what this means?
Yeah, it means we're winning. As he's digging through the filing cabinet, because I have not stopped.
It means that your game is gone.
wait, what?
You're here, then there's nothing there to keep that game going. It's gone.
But this
Then
is where
nothing keeps the
things are
game going?
created.
We're creating a new game.
Your game is gone. There's nothing left to create.
Then we create a new game.
Explain this to someone who doesn't work here. If I gave you a bunch of ingredients, let's say flour and sugar and eggs and butter, all the ingredients you need to make bread, correct? Take them, you put them together, you put them in the oven, have created bread. Let's say that that bread gets eaten. You have no more ingredients, and someone asks you to create bread.
Well, we created a neighborhood.
Yes, but that
Yeah.
everything is gone. Your bread has been eaten.
Then
I-
how was I able to make more?
Because you were folding the dough that you were in. That dough is gone. Your world is gone.
Then
Like-
why do we still exist?
That's why I'm so confused. She like taps like another dozen places as she keeps walking around the room, like the floor materializing underfoot. And she just a dozen of these worlds, identical to the one that you just escaped from, with dozens of different parties of people trying to traverse their way through them.
Do these parties of people look like us, or
Not exactly like you, but it's identical concept.
It's different people. It's not like other us's.
Yes, it is different. So
Okay.
groups of 3 to 4 to 5 people all banded together going through factors.
I'm gonna go up and see if I can mess with the the thing. Like, can I bring up one of these screens?
Yeah, I mean, you like kind of you have to feel around for the area that she tapped and just tap it a few times and kind of clears until you can see the world.
So what happens in your bread metaphor? The
Yes.
bread doesn't cease to exist. It gets eaten.
Gone.
No.
No, it's not. It goes into someone's digestive tract.
Becomes shit.
Nothing
Yes.
ever ceases to be.
Hey, I'm aware how eating works. That may have been a bad metaphor. I'm sorry. I'm just very flustered right now.
It goes and it becomes nutrients and it powers the body that's then used to create more bread.
But I'm going to attempt one of the acts of creation. I feel like he just needs like a hot cocoa or a tea or something.
I offered water.
I want to try to make that and like hand it to her.
Not only do you not feel that connection anymore, but your HUDs are all.
Oh shoot.
I can maybe try to get you into a different game, try to restore balance, but what would happen to you or the party that's already there?
Wait, so are you saying that each game follows one distinct party?
Yes, it was created for you.
Then what were all the people at the beginning?
Programs. Not know that?
I feel
No.
as though we've been lied to.
Might explain why you're as confused as I am. What do you think you're doing here?
Um, to be perfectly frank, a combination of breaking the game and shocking the system in kind of a punk rock way.
Know what that means? But
It just sounded kind of good. We were told
Theoretically.
we were
What?
told that we were being given a way to win.
sorry, Bob, go ahead.
What if theoretically there was a way to combine all these games into one? What would happen if that were possible?
The same thing I assume would happen if we tried to put you into someone else's game. I I don't know. No one's ever tried to do that.
I mean, we escaped our game and we're perfectly fine-ish.
I don't know.
Is there a success state for people who are part of the game?
No. There should be no way out. Once you reach the end, whatever end you choose, just loops back. You've you're and she'll like look down at her watch and kind of tap her wrist a few times and you see, like screens just pop up. Your game ran for 213 cycles.
Wait, what?
What?
Game ran for 213 cycles.
we finish 213 cycles of the game.
Yes, you either reached the end or perished on the way.
Does that
Us.
mean that we've already done the 7 days?
Yes, many, many times.
Then why in the hell are we still here?
Because there is
Why
no
have we not?
win.
But we won. We were the deal was that we survive for the 7 days and then we get our lives back. We did so.
Maybe
Why
what
are
they,
we being cheated?
maybe what they told you, but there is no win. You just start over.
Are your memories of that cycle lost?
Usually.
How long have we been dead?
That one I can't answer.
For
No.
213 cycles of 7 days. Have we been 4 years?
Time can iffy when it comes to inside your program. So I'm really not sure.
How do we get out of our programs? If we have done this for 213, our terms of service when we gave away what we did. My name means something.
I'm sorry, I don't know. This shouldn't be happening. You shouldn't be here.
I understand that we shouldn't.
But we are.
We are here. So the next thing is to figure out what happens next.
Take you to my manager. No? He also might just terminate you, though.
Okay, what do you do here?
Gestures towards the room, and like file cabinet after file cabinet after file cabinet starts appearing. Just hundreds to thousands to hundreds of thousands of these cabinets just appear.
Ender looks
File?
disgusted.
Um,
Do you have my file?
somewhere. All of your files should be here.
I mean, that would be helpful. I don't even know where I'm starting.
Yeah. Like you hear that very similar kind of soft pop, and three other cabinets specifically appear kind of spread out this infinite. Which Cortez, you would have your file.
What's in it?
What are you looking for?
I mean, is what I lost or wagered in here?
Yes and no. It is definitely a contract. It lists out the price that you're paid, but it wasn't anything that you gave up. It was something that, well, let me rephrase that. It's something that you gave up so that this existence of you is what you gave up.
is there a win condition
There's not.
in the contract? It's literally just I gave up a thing and now I play this game forever. Or
You-
until expiration.
You would all see this, those of you that are going to get your files, but all of you were resuscitated. We're all given another chance at life. This existence of you is what you gave up to do.
Oh, okay, wait, hold on, wait. Okay. Andrew Cortez died and then was given a chance at coming back. And what he gave up is what I am now.
That part of Andrew Cortez's mind given over to this corporation to run through this program.
So he is alive.
Yeah.
Without this.
Without you.
Oh my god, I became even more boring.
I'm digging for my file.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Same.
If the game is over, do we still have access to like the tokens and stuff?
Absolutely you do.
Okay, I light mine on fire.
You just hear, no, don't, what, why did you do that? Do you have any idea how long it takes to file these?
I don't like this.
I don't like
I'm gonna
this
look
either.
up from the files. He really just does things without thinking. It's kind of awful.
I don't know. I think it's kind of cool.
I mean, Kay is saying that with a smile on her face. Like,
At this point, he and I are two different, except I did not sign this. This has nothing to do with me. I want out.
There is no out.
Cool. This is where things are created. Create an out.
Take you to my manager. Maybe he can help you.
Let's rest a little bit while I think about this and the repercussions of. This is so stupid.
Doesn't it help at all to know that you are technically alive?
No.
Not
Because we're not.
without this core part of my being. How?
I'm just digging.
Because
Yeah.
we are not alive. There's a Andrew is alive. Ender is not.
Those of you that were looking for for your files, you'd absolutely.
What am I seeing?
I mean, you're seeing a whole life that isn't yours, that doesn't look familiar. The next of kin listed that you don't know who they are. Addresses that you've never been to. Whoever this is, not you. I have something to send you, and I can either say it out loud or send it to you in a.
Talking to me?
Yeah.
For now, let's go with private. Just because I have no idea what you're about to say.
So There's a Nemo living out there in the world with a name, but no memories.
I just
Nemo, do you have all of your memories?
I have all of my memories. I don't have my name. That's why I chose Nemo when I came here.
What? Wait. What is
What's in a
Hy-
name? I've been asking that
Hype?
this entire
No,
fucking time.
my file. What is the Hyperion Extraplanar Lifestyle Laboratory?
that's here where I work.
Why does it say I had shares?
I do
Are
filing.
you the fucking game maker?
Is this
I don't know.
okay?
File. Filing.
No, no. Okay, listen to me. Listen to me. We're gonna have this existential crisis together, okay? That the person in that file is not you. The people that we were taken from and are out there alive again, apparently, are not us.
Is this
If
just some
I
sort of sim? How do you separate the metaphysical like this?
Just file paperwork.
Well, you file paperwork. That means you have a manual.
Which
Worker's manual?
connects the metaphysical parts of us that we have given up to go flounce off and be things that we're not. These are core parts of our personalities.
I just file paperwork.
okay,
Is the paperwork the Leibnizian Lemonad? Like, what the fuck?
this is obviously like your worst nightmare, and I get that.
Oh no, I think her worst nightmare would be her files being set on fire.
Yes, that's
Part of
Bad
that
one.
did happen, yeah.
How do I even know where to look for my file? I don't know my fucking name.
your drawer did open.
And if I had shares, is there a way to find this other me?
Probably.
Maybe that's a way. I mean,
I s-
if this other me put me into the game, there had to be a reason.
Those. Nemo, are you pulling out your file?
Yes.
Up. Quinn Galroth.
Do I feel any sort of connection to that?
What is the like what is the name of this person? Like who K was?
Like the name on top of your file?
Yeah.
Beverly Randall.
What was the last name? Or if you could type it out. So, do you know Um, a Beverly Randalls?
Me?
No, no. A file person.
Abby.
I'm sorry. What was your name?
Abby.
Abby. Abby, I'm sorry.
Fine. Of course. I think everyone does. I think she's in the what's it called? Like the new hire video. I think.
You're a fucking game maker, Kay. You did this.
Okay.
You did this!
No.
If
No. Beverly did this.
if
I agree with Ender. Kay didn't do this, but maybe Kay can undo it. Maybe that's why we're here. That's why we were able to get out. Maybe this is our way.
yeah,
Why the fuck would you do this to yourself? Like, that's what I don't get. Because, I mean, the dichotomy here of you separating this core part of your being to go into this simulation or whatever the fuck it is.
Well, actually, that's a very interesting point. All of us had a very core part of ourselves separated, except for Kay. Because you didn't know anything about who you were, right?
yeah.
So
I'm
what was separated?
instincts. Like nothing. Feelings.
Our session was
Wait.
meant to be broken, wasn't it?
I just don't understand why you would put this stipulation on yourself if you were dying. To resurrect yourself, you take all of yourself and put it into the simulation for that person to live empty without any of it. What
The
sort
only
of life
person
is that? You became a shell out there, right?
the only person that can answer the question is Beverly.
Can we find Beverly?
I guess Abby.
Or are these, did they do this? They resurrected it and they put someone else in our shells. And that's why we're not allowed to get back. Is someone else living our lives? Not a formal part of ourselves that's missing this core piece. But what if they took this, whatever this metaphysical thing is, however whatever. My brain is broken.
Were those questions directed at me? Because I don't know.
If
I'm in the middle of an existential crisis right now. If you have the answers, sure, answer them. But if you don't, then whatever. We don't have them either.
well, that wouldn't. Why? What's the purpose? Like, if I don't know what the purpose of it either way is. Like, why? If Andrew wanted to get rid of me, this piece of himself, why am I here? Why am I not just gone?
That
What's
one
the
I can
purpose of
answer.
this simulation?
I can answer that one.
Oh, please.
That part of the game was not lie. People could watch you, providing hours upon hours of entertainment.
It is he earning royalties off of me? Off of my success?
assume so.
This defies all logic.
Fucking bastard.
Abby, that's out there, is certainly living a life off of the income that I make.
You're part of this too. Question mark.
Yes, everyone here is. We gave up part of ourselves to work here, make a living, while out there we were free to pursue our passions.
But
Bulba, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Sorry, I don't have answers for
No, I get it. This you are bearing the brunt as the face of a corporation. We need to get further up the chain.
Take you to my manager.
I know.
Before we go all Karen on this, let us rest a little bit and
Is that
really think
okay?
about this.
Can we
I'm
take a rest here?
I'm
We're
just
already
gonna
out of our games, so what does it matter what time it is?
well, if you were to have your data corrupted by severe damage, I don't know what would happen to you.
Right, which is why we need to rest before we speak to your manager.
I'm gonna step out, give you some peace and quiet to think and to talk this out, and I'll be back.
Okay. Thank you.
Go get coffee. And that door reappears. Seems to kind of open for her.
Is your coffee real?
Well, the boost, the effect of caffeine is programming. No, the coffee itself is not.
How does one live like this?
You get used to it.
I hate Descartes. I hate Descartes. This is all bullshit.
Just slowly steps backwards out of the room and closes the door.
Kay just breaks out into laughter. Like, I just got the joke. Kafka.
What about Kafka? Metamorphosis?
I'm a Kafka character. Kay. I just got it.
Then what are the rest of us?
If I have anything to say about it, you are 3 people who are going to live long and fulfilling lives.
I don't
No
want to be
matter.
a mouse in a maze. Okay. Just looking for the next piece of cheese.
we
Yeah.
are going to live. We are getting out. Whatever that means.
But what does living even mean?
It means living. I don't know. I have not the same fucking 7 goddamn days, and he just knocks over a filing cabinet.
Which takes a minute because it's enormous, but then it is a thunderous crash to the
What do
It'll
you
mean there are
guys'
two of us. I don't.
But you're not the same.
No.
What
No.
makes a person?
I don't know. A soul? That's the wrong question. Are you a person? Yes. Yeah, we are. Why? Because I feel like one. That's it. Period. End. No more philosophical. I am a person. So is the asshole that broke me off. I don't care.
Shania Twain is just going off in my head. You feel like a person.
Da, 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 da. The transformative causality of this. I am so genuinely befuddled.
Yeah. And even if it wasn't me that did this, I can tell you I still feel a whole hell of a lot of guilt right now.
I mean, you separated yourself from the person, the entity. I don't even know if it's a person without, all of you is responsible for this. You've proven decent while you're in here. I just don't understand why a person would agree to it. To
Maybe
go on
Beverly
living.
couldn't handle the guilt I'm feeling.
What do the rest of your files say? Bulba, Tensei.
I haven't looked at it yet.
There,
Are
if
you
want
connected
it.
to the games? Are you connected to the server in some way?
No.
I mean, sort of, and snaps and like makes little bits of fire. Like we can still do things that are definitely not human and are definitely game constructs.
But the person that you were before the split happened. We'll just call it the split because the dissociative properties of this are mind-boggling. But Hoop broke my brain in real life.
This broke my brain when I wrote it.
No, I'm relatively certain that he had never heard of this place.
Check your file. I'm going to check mine. Did I have a connection to this as well?
Ender picks up a pile of ash.
Oh yeah, you fucking burned yours. Shit. Bulba, check yours.
I mean,
Okay.
through some way or another, everything seems to have even the smallest bit of connection, whether it's the Hyperion Extraplanar Lifestyle Laboratory buying out a hospital, or buying out like an entire, ambulatory services, buying out entire like states worth of medical facilities, drug corporation, and kind of positioning themselves where they are best in, as if you had a second chance at life, if you had a guarantee that no matter what happened to you, you could survive. All it would cost a medical procedure and might feel a little funny after. Most people would sign.
As I'm looking, can I find what position Beverly held?
Do you want
In the
this out
corporation.
loud, or do you want me to send it to you?
This part, the dramatic reveal has already occurred, so out loud is fine from here on out.
Yeah, were on the board of the architect program. Individuals that came up with basically the idea of branching out and consuming online entertainment. They're not just a piece of online entertainment. They are the
Well, I wasn't too far off when I said we are the architect.
Yeah. It goes without saying, but I'm sorry. I know it's not me, it's another person, another
It was
entity,
our-
but
You can't apologize for somebody else's choices, okay?
The decision
There's
was
a-
made without you there.
I know.
You just gave the choice.
Yeah.
Does it say how he died?
it does.
How dystopian and evil are we talking about? Did they cause the deaths?
No. They just put
Are you
themselves
sure? Because my death was an accident.
they just put themselves basically in a position to be there when people needed help the most.
They're like the vulture lawyers that chase ambulances.
Basically.
Hey, Hoop above board. If we didn't give up memories, do we know how he died?
That part would be fuzzy forever.
Okay.
Ooh. Did Beverly die? Is there a record of that?
Beverly did not die, but Beverly gave up her position in the company. And what she had to leave behind was her access to this company. Why you were able to do things. Your party could manipulate the game, what stores, see characters that you shouldn't have been able to see.
Man, that was pretty handy for you. Oh.
Barbara, what happened to you?
I suffocated.
Who were you before this?
I was just a college student. Nobody really knew who I was. I was kept kind of quiet to myself.
They wanted I can't imagine that they're just offering this to everybody. Are they?
Why
I mean,
not?
there's a lot of files here. If they're making
There's-
money off of it.
There's a lot of files, there's a lot of people. We saw how many games that are currently going? Games, that's not even.
So
feel
what
like
happened to
this-
the districts that we destroyed? Are they still there for everybody else's game?
Yeah. The
Yeah,
gaming
it's,
district, they just showed. Abby just showed us a gaming district.
it's
I'm
all
s-
it's all
Yeah, each of
Instance.
you, yeah, you all had your own instant.
And we were made to feel bad about killing all of those stupid little pixels?
because they
I didn't feel bad. I just didn't want to draw attention to.
aren't different than us, probably.
I thought they were in their own instances, not in ours. That we didn't share instances outside of the instance that this group shared together.
She's
I don't
right.
know anymore. But
So we could have just murder hoboed our ways through. I'm sure we did for the 213 instances that we were a part of. 4 fucking years we've been trapped in here.
At least some of them, statistically speaking, would have had to have been jerks.
I mean, they're pixels, right? Does
Oh,
a
I'm talking
pixel-
about us, like
Oh.
our instances.
yeah,
I want out. I want to be Quinn again.
we're getting out.
Now the question is how much of this do we want to bring down with us?
I want to know why.
Yeah.
Is this just a money grab? Or is this actually giving people a chance at life? What is good?
It.
We need to decide
Relative.
that.
I mean, we
don't-
think what they're doing is evil, but they might think it's good.
we don't know what we've been told is true, what isn't. If everything is true, if somebody dies and then can revive, lose a piece of themselves, and just keep going without any like adverse health, like if somebody like died to like cancer and then revived through this and it's then gone, is that good, even though it creates one of us that then spends time in this
This death trap? Where they just
purgator-
fucking tortured that person over and over and over again?
it's
For the sake of fucking money?
I am not equipped to answer whether this is a good thing or not.
Is
Because
this a violation of the
it's a
courts?
violation of us.
Is this a human rights violation? If they go into it willingly, if they think that
Not human.
No.
we're not human anymore,
Because-
but
Yeah. In the probably legally, we're not human. They are. We're data. We're pixels or whatever the fuck.
how do they even separate this?
I don't care.
Quinn was somebody out there. That's why she would have given up her name, right?
Whatever we are, I know there was a reason that Beverly walked away.
So we take it down. We find out why, and we take it down.
I'm
I
good
mean,
with that.
Abby said we're corrupt, so I mean, if we're corrupt pixels, we just have to spread the virus. Figure out how to get
Yeah.
into other games. Open up more rifts. Bring them here.
Just sprinkle a little of this chaos.
Where everything is created.
I wonder if we actually have to physically go down there, or if we can just put our abilities in there. If you can copy the pieces of you that you can, okay. If you
These
can,
files,
if you can give people that, the abilities to do what you have done.
these files, like, I'm assuming that the big, like, 30-foot tall file case isn't just, like, for us.
Yeah.
So there are others.
Hundreds of thousands of.
We
I
give
can
them their
get-
stuff.
If I can get to a terminal.
Do
She's
it.
wearing one. Abby's wearing one around her wrist.
Abby probably went to go get her manager to clear this data. We're probably not safe here.
I don't think this data can be cleared.
It can't. You know why it can't? Because you, Kay, have a dragon. If they want to erase us,
And technically, our game doesn't exist, so our data's not going to be as easily found. They're going to have to go through
Okay.
backdoor channels to get to it. This is some time.
We're just gonna have to 404 everything.
It sounds like a plan.
blow it all up.
But can you copy the data that allows you access to hack into the terminals? And can you start putting it into these people's files so that they can do the same thing on their own?
I am going to look around, like the areas where we were bringing up the screens. Is there anything where I can like access a keyboard of some kind?
No keyboards.
Okay. Not from here.
Do you want us to distract the manager while you do this?
Yeah. I think if someone who had what I have put themselves into the games, she had to know this would be the result.
So you're an evil genius. Well, not really evil, but you're taking down the evil from within as you stepped away.
Burning my own creation.
Pretty badass.
For sure. You had to have chosen this instance with us, right? For a particular reason.
Maybe you three were the breaking point. She couldn't do it anymore.
I'd love to find out.
Me too.
I'm gonna start shouting for Abby.
Okay, as you are going through your file, just get the feeling that there is something here that anyone else, if they flip through, they would just see text upon text, nothing out of the ordinary. So that there a sound bite here, audio file.
I'm going to open it.
That voice, that very first arena, pulled you all to the side to tell best hope replay.
That was me. Okay. Okay. I started this. Let's finish it.
Abby! Abby, I hope your coffee pixel shit is done. We're ready to talk to your manager.
You again hear the sound of, high heels clicking on linoleum. That door again opens. Also, neon light raid. We heck love ya. Live from the apocalypse. I didn't say before. Thank you for the raid. Heckin' appreciate it. Yo.
We appreciate you coming in on this regularly scheduled existential crisis.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like what somebody who's having an existential crisis would say. To be fair.
But yeah, the door opens, and the 5'0" feminine figure, the perfectly pressed business jacket, and pokes her head out. Are we all right in here? No one's having a meltdown, burning any more of my. And just her eyes trail over to the cabinet that was toppled over.
The good news is you're
No, they're all
effectively
still there.
immortal, right? So you'll have plenty of time to fix that. It's fine.
Is
It's
the
still
plan
annoying.
still to steal her watch?
Actually, the plan would be, hey, Abby,
Yes.
I don't want to make this day any worse for you than it already is.
Poor job of that so far.
So, I could really use access to the system.
Why?
Something that Beverly wanted me to do. Wouldn't it be best if you didn't know? Remember, I'm not trying to make your day any worse than it already is. Plausible deniability.
Thank you, Heck. Like this style?
That's fair. One of my dice is hard to read, but it was a 6.
No, I still have to work here.
Absolutely.
Do you?
Yes.
How
Do
much
you have-
easier? How much easier would it be to work here if it was that much more fun?
Aren't feeling any confident. I am here to do a task. All of you are here to task. We're all part of greater goal.
That's
But-
funny. I can't find anything in my file about a task.
You same.
Your files, ashes, but
hard to
Mine's
find
not a
something.
file, an ash pile. Can be.
here for a reason. I didn't
Yes.
dictate
Maybe
that
this
reason.
is the reason we're here.
Let me check my file to see. I'm gonna
I
flip through my file.
found
Oh yes, this is exactly what was intended. The game is working as intended. Please hand over the access to the system.
I found what Beverly wanted to happen. And she was your superior, right?
Was a member of the board, I think. I never met her.
She was
But
one of the
she
architects.
was in that first video, right? you had to look up to someone like that.
Absolutely can't leave this room. If you were, would see that down this hall to the right, 3 or so doors, large security door, access that you definitely don't have. Can't go into that room. There's definitely not what you're looking for. I can't help
That is
you.
fantastic. You were completely obstinate. We actually held you against your will for a period of time.
And I mean, like, we destroyed your office.
Yeah, I mean, we could make more of a mess, but I really don't think that would be good for your mental health and well-being.
And after all, isn't this program supposed to make your life better?
Not making my life better.
No, but we're making
Yet.
someone's life better.
The end goal here.
Plausible deniability.
Fine. Don't want to know. You should all know.
We're going to finish our task. We broke the task, and now we have to just fix it.
We're going to do
That's
what
what
we
we're
were
doing.
meant to do.
Why we were placed here to begin with. I am going to take my file, though, because I really would like to read it.
Fine. Just make sure you know what you're doing before you do it. Iron, like, kind of kick the door so it opens, like, all the way.
We're going to follow her directions, right?
Follow her directions entirely. My brain broke for a moment. About 3 doors down, big security door that I definitely don't have access to.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna find out if I have access to it or not.
Dragon just stares at you, stares at the door, stares back
Has
at
it been
you.
here the whole time?
Yes!
The dragon's name is now Sam Reich.
No.
Oh yeah,
Sam
okay.
Reich is
All right.
staring at you.
I'm here for this.
No, actually, I apologize. I forgot.
Actually.
I should introduce you all to my dragon. Hello, security access.
Side note, Sam Reich, if you ever want to come and tabletop, our answer is yes.
Always.
But Dragon physically not fit through the door for one, and very easily detectable.
Well, then I'll just have to turn the dragon into its Pokemon mode.
You put in a Pokeball?
Why can you just do that?
Why not?
Hey, that's what we call a callback.
Because we want to be the very best.
Like
Like no one ever was.
Apparently. Yeah. Can kind of revert the energy summon this being into that power that you felt since you manifested it. It fades. You know it's still, you know it's recallable.
Dragon's actually less like a Pokemon and more like a Digimon. It's got to happen in
Basically.
battle.
I'll step out. Your footsteps also echo out here. there aren't really walls. Everything is just a little transparent. Everything odd architecturally. There's elevators that go off in massive rooms that look like auditoriums filled with people. It's almost like there's a maze of hallways and stairwells and elevators, building. Everything just goes at these odd angles. What to do?
Follow the directions to the security place.
Turn off to the right. Pass by one room. Feel like that door, even as you pass by, you can by another door. Sounds like music, but not quite music. The sensation of music, not actually hearing or eliciting feeling, happiness, sadness, joy, without self. Finally get to large. Could be iron, it could just their manifestation of what security should look like. A large door, firmly so visible.
Okay.
There
I
is.
gonna walk up to the door, put my hand up to it briefly, and freeze with Frosted Kiss. Let's see if this acts like iron would in the real world.
I'll get a notification message.
Uh, she would read it because it's not supposed to be working, and she's
It's kind of painful now that your HUD is gone, but across your vision and your ears would see it play out from you lying in a bed, head kind of bandaged up, still connected to an IV, to a heart monitor, and hey, Beverly, sitting there at the side of your bed, talking with you. Hard to
can
make
I?
out. What?
I was gonna ask if I could hear what's being said.
It's hard to make out everything with the other noise that's going on around the hospital. Little bits yet are part of the key, stick together, promise I'll take care of you. Moments, hey, all the feel that connect. Manifest this door. It's in your hand as you see A just like hand planted on the door frame, trying to freeze it open.
Did Did you feel that?
I think so. Pull my hand away from the door. The ice kind of trails back with me. It felt like a promise.
I from what I can remember, I didn't know you, but you were there. Sounded sincere.
If you would have known me coming in, probably would have raised red flags. But it sounds like you knew my plan.
I think so, at least a little bit of it. I think, what if Beverly, what if the pieces that we all gave up are the pieces that we need to get out and destroy everything?
It would certainly go a long way to making me feel less like crap.
I mean, I know what I gave up.
What was it?
My eyes and my sight. And that was the connection you needed to open this door.
Well, hold out my hand. Let's do this.
Wait, you've been blind this whole time?
No, I can see, but the alive me cannot.
Oh man.
Even just step forward closer to the door. Former Nemo. Video file. Bed. Beverly by to sit next to you, talking of something about a plan, about not the end. Part of something. Feel that key manifest. Thing. Video file. Her hospital bed. Talking, tearing it all down. About being.
You did do this, but you didn't do it out of malice.
No. I didn't do it. We did.
You were the architect that brought us together.
But I needed you all to make it work.
And we will.
To the end.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Let's go.
Bits of key. Door finally does click. Aside from what you can. Labyrinth. Data. Lights. Servers. Streams of consciousness flow at imperceptible. Ready?
do this.
Bulba like is still holding Kay's hand, and she would just feel a little shock, a little electrical spark, kind of just more like a static shock. Starts coming out of the tips of her fingers, seeing all of these servers, and ready to get to work.
Just looking back, smile on her face. Mischievous smile at that. Like,
Enda's name was chosen well.
I know what I'm about.
And with that, door to the server room shut behind you. Have officially entered the end game. That is where we are
Ready,
going to
player
bring
one.
the session to a close. As next time we embrace whatever lurks in here for final obstacle. To enact whatever plan Beverly K. Randall shows you all.
If you turn out to be the big bad evil in the end of this fucking room, I will be like, one, kudos to you, but also I will lose my shit.
Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you to everyone that came to watch and support us. This game has been so much fun. Like I told the players, this was the idea that I had when I initially run this game. And we're finally here. We're here sooner than I thought we would be, because we just beelined it for the end. But still, we're
Our
here.
bad.
We wanted
No, our
to get
good-
to
our
what you
good.
planned.
Yeah.
We got to
We're
see that
helping,
moment
Hoop.
on everyone's faces where it was like, "Hey, wait, what? No,
You did this.
No.
You did this.
no,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no, no." But yeah, I want to do what? I'm my brain broken. I do want to go around one more time, give everyone a chance to tell the people who you are and where they can find you on the internet. And we'll again go clockwise, starting from me, which means I'm starting with Dido.
Hi, I'm Dido. You can find me on Twitter at Dido11. You can also catch me tomorrow night on Random Rhapsody, where we will be doing session 2 of our Curse of Strahd game. We are still level 1, and we just entered Death House, and I am very scared for my life. So I'm going to be scared for my life 2 nights in a row, and it's going to be great and amazing. Other than that, you can find me in the Discord server. I'm always causing chaos there. I have a couple of other things happening behind the scenes that I can't talk about just yet. But yeah, it was amazing playing with you, Hoop. I am not fine, but my character does not do verbal outbursts. But I loved tonight, and it was amazing. And you all are amazing.
A lot of fun seeing everyone's reaction. We'll go into it after we're off the air. Jump over to Justin.
Hold on. I just need to. Ah! Hope! What? This was good. This was a good session. I'm having a very normal time right now. Hi, my name is Tensei Dragon. All over the internet, you can find me TENSEIDRAGON all over the place. I primarily play known liability Nadir Hussein Amber on the Bard Rock Cafe podcast, a D&D 5e game where everyone has wild magic and it's a great time. There may be coming up a surprise collaboration with a certain 6-year-old GM. Yeah. I don't got much going on lately except for that and this. Actually, for once, I don't have 10,000 things to plug. Uh, go watch Random Rhapsody tomorrow because not like Dido's in it, but also so are a couple other very good friends of mine. It's kind of a stacked cast actually.
Heck yeah. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Oh, shake it out. Still riding the session high, and then it's gonna come to a close. And anyways, over to Sin.
Hello, I am Sin, Synthetic20, Asynthetic20 on Twitch and Twitter. And back on February 13th, I messaged Hoop, what have I given up? Memories of the previous game. At one point, I was someone who created the games. And that has all come to fruition, and I love it. What have I been working on? I am getting back to streaming 3 days a week. This is my final 2-day a week. So Thursday and Saturday I will be streaming video games on my channel for TTRPG stuff. I just finished writing a 50,000 word supplement, which will be coming out later this year, which I am very excited about. If you want more information about that, follow me on Twitter. Other than that, I have some other TTRPG performance stuff that will also be coming out with more information, I believe, in June, fingers crossed. So if you're interested in TTRPG content, give me a follow on Twitter, and I will keep you up to date on what I am doing. And thank you, Hoop, so much for letting me create some incredible chaos with this game.
Yeah, I knew you would all be chaos incarnate. I underestimated the amount of chaos, but that's okay.
That was
you
your
knew-
first mistake.
You knew the kind of chaos. You did not know the degree of
Yeah.
chaos.
Exactly.
I'm not normally like this aggressive a player in games. I thought I would try out something new, and it's worked.
This has been one of my favorite games I've ever
It's
been a
been
part
so
of.
much
Oh,
fun.
100%. This is so fucking good.
But that brings us over to picks.
Hi, I'm Pixelated Bunny. On basically everything. I think I'm iBunny in the Discord. But I'm typically a GM for Distal's Place on every other Monday for our Emberwind stream, and then on Fridays they are chaos. They are a different breed of chaos than what we have done to you, Hoop. They are lovely though, and if you ever get the chance to watch, you should. Well, you should watch for them, not me. And yeah, I'm not really doing anything right now. I'll be at Tidewater Comic Con, running the Nomnivore Games booth, in mid-May. But other than that, yeah, this was super fun session. This game when nobody took the cryptic because of my philosophy background, like it's just played so well into everything that I absolutely loved in college. So yeah, thanks for giving me a use for that, because everybody told me that I would just be delivering pizzas after I got my degree.
Glad I could help. I guess that just leaves me. I, of course, have been Andrew, your storyteller for tonight's game. For most games around here. Although if you do want to come and roll some dice with us, you can absolutely do that, because our casting call is open for 2 days, and then it'll close, and we'll get everything scheduled for next month. But we do casting calls every month. So if you do want to come hang out with us, you can join our Discord. Link is down below with that big old button. Discord. It is where we hang out, post said casting calls, schedules, and just generally be giant nerds. That's all I got.
Definitely do it, guys. They're so much fun to be with.
Kind of a cool. For all the
It's
cool
it's
kids
a great place.
It's where the not cool kids can feel like cool kids.
I feel personally attacked. But
I'm including myself in that.
I'm gonna
We
throw a
have some
raid.
pretty awesome nerds over there.
I'm gonna throw it over to our friends over at Tabletop Titties, who are hanging out, being their awesome selves. So we'll go give them some love. But as always, be good people, do good things, and we'll see you. Bye, everybody.